Well, folks, in today's video, we're going to be unboxing a massive lot of HO scale locomotives that I bought off of eBay. I really wasn't expecting to buy this lot, but what ended up happening is that back in December, I had found this lot on eBay, and I just kind of concluded that it was probably going to be bid up to a pretty high price, so I sort of just ignored it. But about 3 days later, I just casually logged into eBay, and it was like 7 minutes away from the auction ending, and it was only up to like $40 or $50. So it's like, well, you know, it's probably going to go a lot higher in the last few minutes, but I'll throw in a couple bids and see if they win. So I threw in a bid, and nobody else bid on it. I was so surprised. So I was able to pick up this fairly large lot of engines really cheap. So I'm really looking forward to seeing exactly what it is I got, kind of the condition of everything. There did look to be some really interesting engines in this lot, so I'm really excited to see what exactly they are. I'm hoping they're all in okay condition. I removed the shipping label and everything off this box, but there was actually a footprint on the box when I very first got it, so it looks like it was definitely stepped on at some point. But hopefully the content is okay. Let's find out. And you can tell it was just before Christmas. This is so festive. It was so nice of them to package it up like this. Wow. Well, let's see what we got. This is a really nice touch, I gotta say. I gotta give the seller props for that. But in any case, we'll see what kind of engines we managed to pull out of this lot. So we'll start off with this one. I think it's maybe like a GP40 or something. Yep, we got a Bachmann GP40, GP38. I'm really not an expert with locomotives, so somebody in the comments will probably say what this is. But that's what we got. It's a four-wheel drive model, so pancake driven. Nothing too wild, but this was a dirt cheap lot, so I wouldn't really expect anything much different. Let's see what we got next here. This is really exciting, getting to go through all this. All right, I think this might be a really archaic Athen Baltimore and Ohio F unit, an F7 I believe. I haven't really seen this exact type of drive before. I think it's probably one of their 1950s kind of era drives, but this looks like a decent engine. Definitely needs some work, but old Athens tend to be pretty tough, so that should be fun to work on at some point. It's really why I bought all these engines. I mean, I don't know if the seller said whether or not they were working or not, but I just like fixing them up. So I was like, big lot like this, there's bound to be some interesting stuff to work on. I think this might be, yep, another F unit. Pennsylvania Railroad Brunswick Green. And I think this, I don't know what kind of engine this would be. It's just some sort of an F unit. I don't know the exact little details that kind of distinguish all the F units from each other, but yeah, and this is a Taiko mantua model. It's missing a lot of parts, unfortunately. These are really tough engines, though, so I'd bet if this thing doesn't run, we'll probably be able to get it running, so that's something nice. Well, that's what we've got so far here. Let's open up the next one. Oh, it's another one of these. I didn't actually notice this in the lot listing, but it's another one of those really metallic Santa Fe locomotives from Bachmann. Fortunately, it looks like some of the metallic coating is coming off there, but in any case, yeah, it's another kind of interesting one. These are apparently really common in some places, but I have to say up here, I don't see a whole lot of these for sale in shops, so I kind of get a kick out of them. I think this right here is just a shell of some sort. Yeah, it's a New York Central shell. It actually looks like a decent shell. Maybe it was off like a proto engine or something. That's not that bad. And I think this is also a shell. Let's have a look at that. It might be matching. I think I remember something about that. Again, I saw this lot when I bought it, but that was back you know, in December, so it's been a long time since I saw exactly what it is I bought, so some of this is kind of new to me in a way. So yeah, another nice, what I'd assume is a proto shell. 2 New York Central ones. I think those are maybe a sea liner. Ah, no. This is just packaging right here. It looks like we've got another locomotive of some sort here. I don't think it's an F unit. What could it be? Oh, it's a switcher locomotive. And, well, at first I wanted to say an Athen, but... Oh, it's by Revell. That's interesting. I have not seen a Revell model with a die-cast frame like that. Very nice. Well, that's something I definitely have not worked on before. I kind of doubt this thing does run. I mean, look how oxidized those wheels are. But overall, a really nice little UP locomotive. I quite like that. And this has got to be another smaller locomotive. Maybe it is another F unit. It is another F unit. And this is, oh, it's a Penn line. I was not expecting that. I thought it was a Athen. This kind of looks like an Athen shell. I don't know if they maybe used similar parts or if somebody just swapped them, but yeah, that's sort of interesting. I really want to work on more kind of unusual stuff from the 50s and eras of the sort, so I was quite happy to see this, really. I don't know what's going on with the headlight there, but yeah, another interesting one to get to work on at some point. I haven't seen that kind of drive before either, so that should be something kind of unique. Let's see what we got in here. I think this is a U-boat. It's Athen, unpainted, but it is powered, so that's sort of nice. I could probably paint this up to look kind of cool. I don't know. I've always wanted to make like a Canadian-American locomotive, kind of like, you know, they got the Taiko Canadianas and the Spirit of 76 locomotive, sort of like a hybrid. Maybe this would be the one. I don't know. So that's quite interesting. Let's see what else they got. There's like a whole other layer right below here, just like a box of chocolates. And, well, right off the bat, I think this is probably another GP40 or something like that. Yeah, it appears to be exactly what it is. And another Athen nonetheless. Very nice. This is an older one, but I really like the kind of blue box stuff. These are really reliable, and they're actually decent runners when you oil them up properly. This is sort of an unusual paint scheme on the front, but Baltimore and Ohio. Quite like that. And let's see what else we got here. Might be another F unit. I could be mistaken. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a Penn Central F unit. Check that out. And this one is by, I think it's an old Lifelake, a first generation Lifelake, judging by the drives. The very first locomotives that Lifelake rolled out were actually using drives which were based on Varney's, because Lifelake was actually built out of Varney. So yeah, this is a really kind of archaic Lifelake. But yeah, it's sort of unique. A Penn Central. I don't have a ton of stuff from them, so that's sort of unique for the collection. This was a switcher engine. I do remember seeing this in the lot. There might have been 2 switchers, small ones like this, but one was really unique. Yeah, this is the one. A General Electric switcher. I've always wanted one of these. I don't know if that's a stock motor in it, though. That kind of looks more modern than what they would have originally put in here. So, yeah, I don't think that RSO stuck that kind of motor in there. So this might have a better motor. Who knows? It doesn't look to be in great shape, honestly, but I'm looking forward to working on that at some point. And looks like we've got a few more. We'll have a look at all of those. I think this is probably another GP40 or something of the like. Yeah, look at that. Burlington Northern. And this is another Athen, although this one's a lot more modern than the other ones in the lot. But that's sort of a nice engine. I like the paint scheme on it. There's a lot of Athen Blue Box in this lot, which I've got to say, for what I paid for this lot, I'm feeling pretty happy with all of that. Let's see what else. I think this is going to be another F unit. But we always welcome those on the channel. Oh, man. Yeah, it looks like this one did get a bit damaged during shipping. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't remember seeing that in the lot. Well, that's too bad. It doesn't look like a terribly hard fix. It's just unfortunate that that happened to it. This is a Taiko of some sort, I believe. Taiko made in Austria. I didn't know they ever made trains in Austria. I know some other manufacturers did, but I wasn't aware Taiko was one of them. So that's something I've learned. Anyway, let's see what else we've got. I'm really hoping the other stuff at the bottom didn't get damaged like that F unit was. Oh man, not again. Yikes. So that at one point was a B unit. Not so much anymore. What can you do? Let's just hope that the other engines that are still in there are okay. I'm actually going to keep the parts in there so I don't lose them, hopefully. And I've got another engine here. I'm not very optimistic that they're all going to be intact, but well, this one survived. This is a Taiko Burlington Northern Shark Nose. This is another engine I've wanted for a while, and it's pretty cool. It's got part of the horn intact, and I'm happy to see the shell seems to have survived the shipping, so that's good. That's one success story. Let's see how the final one looks. It's a bigger engine. Whatever it is. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. This is another one I've been hunting for a while. It's an Athen Locomotive. The name of this is on the tip of my tongue. I think it's an FP something. I can't remember though, so I'm not going to say. But yeah, this is one I've been looking for a while. I also don't have a crazy amount of Amtrak stuff, so yeah, this is sort of an interesting addition to the collection. So overall, I'm very happy with this lot. It's unfortunate that we had a couple things get destroyed in the shipping, but all in all the really nice stuff, or as nice as it comes, really did survive. But yeah, they'll all make fun projects. Again, I don't know what out of this works and what doesn't work, but they'll all make for fun projects, and there's some stuff in here that I have never really worked on before, so I always like that, because it will present something a little bit different, which is always exciting. So I hope you all enjoyed. I certainly enjoyed unboxing all this. And with that, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. I'm still having a bit of trouble understanding how exactly somebody inflicted this much damage on this B unit through a box, but with enough crazy glue, we'll probably be able to get it back.